Brussels sprouts, so hot right now. Brussels sprouts have transitioned from ick to delish, now being featured prominently in many restaurants. This is a trend I can get behind. Resembling a cabbage mini-me, Brussels sprouts are part of the brassica family, cousins of kale, cauliflower, broccoli, and arugula. Many observational studies have shown that people who eat 3 to 5 servings of brassica vegetables per week have a decreased risk of developing several different types of cancer. These correlations have spurred intense research interest in trying to identify what makes brassica vegetables so special. Brussels sprouts are very nutrient dense, meaning that they pack in lots of beneficial nutrients for their given calories. 1 cup of raw Brussels sprouts serves up your entire daily requirement of both vitamin C and vitamin K, and just over 10% of your daily fiber and folate. Vitamin C is needed to synthesize the protein collagen, which provides the architecture for tissues like healthy skin and gums. Vitamin K is necessary to build bone proteins and enables blood clotting. Blood-thinning medications like Coumadin function by interfering with vitamin K. So if you're prescribed these drugs, it's important not to drastically vary how much vitamin K you consume in your diet. Investigations into the chemopreventative or cancer-preventing potential of brassica vegetables have focused on nutrients called sulforaphanes. Studies in animal models and cells in the dish have shown that sulforaphanes can activate antioxidants, reduce inflammation, enhance the breakdown of carcinogens, and regulate which genes are being turned on and turned off. Together, these activities are thought to prevent cancer. Controlled human studies feeding brassica vegetables have shown some reduction in inflammation, oxidative stress, and DNA damage. It's not known specifically how much sulforaphane is necessary to prevent cancer development in humans, and whether this is a feasible amount to actually consume from Brussels sprouts. These sulfur-containing compounds are also responsible for the somewhat bitter flavor of Brussels sprouts. There are some among us that are deemed super tasters because they have a gene variant that causes them to be hypersensitive to these bitter flavors. Super tasters almost unanimously dislike Brussels sprouts. A study of college students showed that super tasters ate significantly fewer vegetables compared to non-super tasters. But vegetables are important for health, so how can we make brassicas more delicious for everybody? One way is to smother them with tasty toppings like bacon and maple syrup. This Brussels and bacon extravaganza is delicious for special occasions, but it's best to minimize those added sugars and processed meat for the regular. Healthier ways to prep Brussels sprouts for frequent consumption are to roast, steam, or enjoy raw in a slaw. Roasting brings out their natural sweetness and tampers down on the bitter flavor. The longer Brussels sprouts are cooked, the more vitamin C and sulforaphane they lose, so opt for steaming instead of boiling. I like to steam quartered sprouts for 5 minutes and then dress in a vinaigrette topped with crunchy nuts and a light cheese garnish. I recently discovered a Brussels sprout slaw recipe with carrots, apples, and a lemony yogurt dressing. Recipe details in the description below. Brussels sprouts are a powerhouse to include within your regular vegetable rotation. The research still hasn't really pinpointed whether it's one specific nutrient like sulforaphane, or rather a synergistic combination that provides the chemopreventative effects. But that's okay because there's very consistent evidence showing that averaging 5 to 7 servings of fruits and non-starchy vegetables per day will reduce your risk of developing cancer. Bring on the Brussels. And that's what science tastes like. Thanks for tuning in to Nourishable. If you like what you're learning, please share, subscribe, and ring the bell for new video alerts.